Welcome everybody to this demonstration. Joe Biden is upset that his teleprompter messed up and he wished that he signed the stimulus checks. But before we get started with this demonstration, let me read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. What that means is that everything that you hear in this demonstration is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Everything that you hear in this demonstration is only allegedly. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to my moderators. Salute to the chat. I see you, Ebet. Salute, Ebet. Let's just jump straight into this, y'all. You can't make this up when it comes to Joe Biden. You can't make this up. But let me just let this play, y'all. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Salute, Marie. Salute, Marie. Now, this is Joe Biden. This is the 46th president of the United States of America, Joe Biden. Now, I have some questions. I have many questions, but I'm going to let it rip. And y'all let me know what are y'all thoughts on this.
The pandemic and the economic crisis revealed a failure for everyone to see and to feel. And you know, one of the things that's going on here, they just turned off my, if I can go about it. I lost the electricity here. Anyway.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Did y'all hear? Here he go again with the BS. Here he goes again with his lies. Salute, Sages. Now he just sit up there. He was getting ready to say teleprompter, but he caught himself and he said they lost electricity. But if you look at the lights remain on. Let me run this back. Let me run this back. Take a look, y'all. Take a listen. Right, Ebet? You gotta laugh out loud at this character right here. Let's run it back, y'all.
The pandemic and the economic crisis revealed a failure for everyone to see and to feel. And you know, one of the things that's going on here, they just turned off my, if I can go about it. I lost the electricity here. Anyway, well, one of the things we found is that, you know, we invented the computer chip, size of the tip of your little finger, to power everyday lives, from vehicles to advanced weapons. The pandemic and the economic crisis revealed a failure for everyone to see and to feel. And you know, one of the things that's going on here, they just turned off my, if I can go about it. I lost the electricity here. Anyway, well, one of the things we found is that...
What in the hell is Joe talking about? Now, y'all just saw it. Y'all just saw it. Right? Ebek says, I can still see his ass. Y'all just saw that. Now, Democrats, I got to talk to y'all. I have to talk to the Democrats. This is when they should have set him down. Notice, after Kamala lost the election, you don't hear much from Kamala. Why not? And this is what many were saying. Even some Democrats were saying this. Why not let Biden go ahead and tap out? Let Kamala finish. Go ahead and let Kamala finish the administration out. It's only what? 3 weeks left? 4 weeks, 5 weeks left? Let her finish it out. Right? That gives her a little bit of experience. Why not? Marie says it's too like, and make sure y'all double tap the screen and get my likes up. BRB, double tap the screen and get my likes up. Why do the Democrats keep putting this character in front of us? Now he's upset. He's upset not only about the teleprompter. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting like him. And he's upset about the teleprompter messing up, but he's also mad that he wished he would have actually signed the stimulus checks because according to him, he's the one that actually came up with the stimulus checks idea. However, he didn't sign it. It was Trump that signed it. Salute, brother Nazir. Salute. So now he's upset. But Democrats, why? Why are y'all embarrassing this man? Why are y'all allowing this man to embarrass himself? Are y'all seeing what I'm seeing? Salute 80s, baby. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion. I gotta run it back. I'm gonna run it back for those that just pulled up. I gotta run this back, y'all. You can't make this up. Now we know if it was Trump, all hell would have break loose. This is y'all president. And I hope you all are proud of your president. Listen.
The pandemic and the economic crisis revealed a failure for everyone to see and to feel. And you know, one of the things that's going on here, they just turned off my, I'm gonna go about it. I lost the electricity here. Anyway, but one of the things we found is that, you know, we invented this, the computer chip, size of the tip of your little finger, to power everyday lives, from vehicles to advanced weapons. The pandemic and the economic crisis revealed a failure for everyone to see and to feel. And you know, one of the things that's going on here, they just turned off my, I'm gonna go about it. I lost the electricity here.
You can't make this up. You can't make this up. But y'all got so much to say about Trump. What are y'all thoughts? I'll wait. What are y'all thoughts? I'll wait. He's also upset that he didn't sign the actual checks, the stimulus checks, but it was his idea. So, Brother Nazir says, our people suffer from the lack of knowledge. Black Democrats in particular voted for a man who they knew was a racist for decades. And we don't even gotta get on his racist comments, his racist remarks. Come on, people. Come on. Come on. I got another clip that I'm gonna show y'all. Well, I was going through clips. I got like about 5 clips, but it'll take too long.
Businessman Donald Trump. One of the things people love about you is you speak your mind and you don't use a politician's filter. However, you've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals.
Only Rosie O'Donnell. O'Donnell's disgusting. I mean, both inside and out. You take a look at her; she's a slob. She talks like a truck driver. I think the big problem this country has is being politically correct.
Let's stop right there. What are y'all thoughts? Now, there was a picture of Rosie digging up my nose. Now, isn't that disgusting? See, and I'm going to come back to Trump, y'all. I'm going to come back to Trump. We have a problem with being political correct. Now, if political correct gets in the way of you telling the truth, who's right and who's wrong? Now, can you stand before God? This is my whole demonstration, and then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Can you stand before God and be political correct? I want everybody that watches this, whether the replay gang or whether if you're in my chat, I want everybody to answer this question for me. Can you stand in front of God on Judgment Day and go from being right, go from telling the truth to standing before God and say to God, it's the political correct thing to do? Ask yourself, for all my followers of Jesus Christ, was Jesus Christ political correct? See, I challenge everybody that say they believe in God. Was Jesus a politician? Was Jesus political correct? Did he worry about being political correct? See, I get a lot of y'all emails. I get a lot of y'all DMs. I get a lot of y'all sending me, trying to get me to bend. Y'all try to get me to compromise. And I say to myself, you a pastor. And you mean to tell me you're worried about being political correct over telling the truth? That's all I need y'all to do. Marinate on what I just said. Can you stand before God on Judgment Day and face God and try to make an attempt to be political correct? One thing about Donald Trump, and she said it, the news reporter said it, I said it, all of y'all say it, everybody say it. Donald Trump says what he means what he say. Donald Trump is going to speak his mind. Yes or no? That's all I want to know.
If I were running The View, I'd fire Rosie. I mean, I'd look her right in that fat, ugly face of hers. I'd say, Rosie, you're fired. I don't frankly have time for total political correctness.
She's going to move to candidate Donald Trump if you get elected.
Now I have to get elected because I've been doing a great service to our country. Now it's much more important. In fact, I'll immediately get off this call and start campaigning right now.
I'm waiting. As I said, this is going to be a short demonstration, and then we're going to get out of here. Now, we see Joe Biden. We see the condition that Joe Biden is in. We see Donald Trump. And some of y'all still, to this day, some of y'all still insist on Joe Biden being the better president than Donald Trump. Salute Short Stack. Brother Nazir says, political correctness and good manners are not the same. Jesus didn't like politics, yet the truth can be told with good manners. No need for obscenities. Now, I do believe with Trump, I do believe that sometimes he do go over the edge. I believe that, calling her fat and ugly and disgusted, I think that was going over the edge. However, Donald Trump is really opening my eyes up even to the way that I move. Because at times, I worry about being political correct. At times, I worry about, am I going to be too offensive to certain individuals? And then after the conversation and I have a chance to sit back and I say to myself, I should have let so-and-so have it. I shouldn't have held back sometimes. And I think more of the times we need to speak our minds, even if it offends somebody. I think the majority of the times we do need to let loose. And I think that's what's wrong with the people today. Look at the children, right? Look at the parents, right? I remember when it was a time when men took the accountability. Today, men is not even around. Today, it's the women that has to take the accountability. And guess what? Because people want to be political correct, the women, they go by and they get by when they should be checked, when they coattails should be pulled, because people don't want to offend these women. That's why we where we at now, today. If y'all remember, go back some years ago. Go back when women were virtuous. Go back when women was doing their thing. Go back when men was out in the streets running around causing all kind of havoc, right? The men, we took accountability. Why is it today? Why is it today that the majority of the problems in the household, the majority of the problems that's in the community is because of women? Why now all of a sudden we want to be political correct? I'm waiting for somebody to talk back to me. Nobody wants to talk back to me. Nobody wants to take accountability. And that's what it's all about, taking accountability. And if Donald Trump, look at the respect that Donald Trump got around the world. Just look at the respect that he got around the world. Do y'all realize that the wars, y'all realize all these wars that was taking place? Do y'all realize the wars that was getting ready to take place? Do y'all realize those world leaders is having second thoughts now? Why do y'all think? Because Donald Trump put his foot down. That's why none of the world leaders, have y'all noticed? None of the world leaders wants to be on Donald Trump's bad side. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I got one more clip, and then I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Salute, Suntan. Salute, Cotan. Salute, Cotan. That's not what I wanted. All right, here we go. Salute, Niche. Salute, Pretty Problem. Salute, Pretty Problem.
Hungary. He said the only thing missing from the world right now is President Trump. He kept the world safe because everybody was afraid of him. I don't like that term, but that's the term he used. I would like to say respected him and respected our country, but he didn't say that. He said everybody was afraid of him.
What I say?
China was
What I say?
I got along great with him, and I tried to explain to the fake news media that getting along with people, foreign countries, is a good thing, not a bad thing. It's a very good thing. It's a smart thing. We will require all essential materials for our national security to be produced here in the United States, creating millions and millions of new manufacturing jobs. You know, when we built the F-35, we have the wings built in one country. We have the tail, rudders, built in another country. We have the seats built in another country. We have the electronics built in 7 different countries. What the hell would we do if there's a war? And we'll end up fighting half of those countries, and we don't want to have a war, because right now we're closer to World War III than we've ever been in our lives. With Russia, Ukraine, which would have never happened if I was president. With October 7th in Israel, the whole Middle East is blowing up. Would have never happened. They would have never happened. Respectfully, Iran was broke. They had no money for Hamas. They had no money for Hezbollah. It wouldn't have happened. There would be peace in the Middle East, and Iran would be a big beneficiary of that peace. It'd be good. But all of these things that happened, and inflation would have never happened, and Afghanistan would have never happened. The worst withdrawal in history, I believe the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. In fact, that's what caused President Putin to go into Ukraine. When he looked at how incompetently that was handled, he looked at it and he said, man, they're incompetent. That was the most embarrassing day in the history of the United States of America. Airplanes taking off with many people sitting on the wings of the plane and the side of the plane and the wing, and you see them dropping off the planes at 3,000 feet. They thought it was their trip to freedom. There's never been anything like that, and I think there's no greater embarrassment. By the way, we lost 13 incredible soldiers. I got to know the families very well. Spent a lot of time with them 4 days ago in Arlington Cemetery. 3 years ago, they were celebrating 3 years honoring their children. And yeah, that's right, they call them their children. They still call them, they always will call them their children. They're gone. And many of those people there should have never left from there. They should have left from Bagram, the big air base. But many of those people that were so badly hurt, they don't talk about them. No legs, no arms, obliteration of their face, their entire body, and nobody mentions that. We left Americans behind, large numbers. We left $85 billion worth of equipment behind because we took our military out first. A child would know you don't. You take your military out last. And just remember one final point on that, because it's a little bit different from our subject, but not really, because it's all about our country and common sense. But for 18 months, I spoke to the leader of the Taliban. The press was very upset that I spoke to him. His name is Abdul. I said, Abdul, don't do this, Abdul. Don't do this. But why, he said, do you send me a picture of my home? I said, Abdul, you're going to have to figure that one out for yourself. But don't do this, Abdul, because it's going to end badly for you. And for 18 months, we didn't have one soldier shot at or killed in Afghanistan.
I'm going to stop right there, y'all. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s, baby. Appreciate that cash donation, 80s, baby. I'm going to stop right there. And this is why I wanted to make this demonstration real brief. Because I want y'all to be able, to do your homework off of this demonstration. And you know, long demonstrations, most people don't have the, you know what I'm saying, expand time. As far as, you know, sitting there and watching a 45-minute demonstration, an hour, a 2-hour demonstration. That's why I started making my demonstrations shorter. If y'all notice, I don't do the 2 hours demonstrations no more. I do the 40 minutes, 45 minutes demonstration. But even that 40 minutes, 45 minutes can be long too. So I said this demonstration I'm gonna make under 30 minutes because this right here is definitely homework. Backtrack, just backtrack. Really research this demonstration and you will see why. You will see why. So it won't be no more Shank, you a Trump supporter, Shank going for Trump. It won't be no more of that. You'll know why I've always said Trump makes the better president than Biden. All you got to do is backtrack. I showed y'all in the very beginning, Biden, he can't even keep up with the teleprompter. He fumbling over words. I showed y'all at the end of this Trump. The world leaders, they don't respect Biden. That's why those wars kicked off. The world leaders respect Trump. Notice those wars are coming to an end. And one more thing before I let y'all get out of here. Trump said, we are so close. We have never been this close before, but we are very close to World War III. Are y'all ready for World War III? Because the comfortable lifestyle that we as Americans live right now, if World War III kick off the day or tomorrow, all of that is going to come to an end. Salute everybody. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Once again, appreciate that cash donation, 80s baby. Salute. Come on the main channel at 12 noon. That's an hour from now. Come on my main channel. My main channel is Shank Rock. Come on the main channel at 12 noon. That's an hour from now. I'll be doing a demonstration on husband takes the life of his wife for dancing too close to a man. The Zachora Johnson story. Y'all don't want to miss that. So make sure in an hour from now at 12 noon, y'all pull up on my main channel, Shank Rock. Salute y'all.